Welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Today on Station Cribs, we are in Manheim Township, and we're going to take a look at their brand new fire station. Let's go take a look. As I come into the station, I need to let you know that this used to be an old bank that they converted into their new fire station. And who's going to help us with that is Chief Little. He's going to kind of talk us through how it all came about.
Oh, absolutely. So welcome to Manheim Township Fire Rescue and our new station that just opened January 15th of 2022.
Wow, it's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't look like a bank anymore, for sure.
They did a really good remodel. So back in August of 2021, the township engaged with the local developer who started this planned community into a long-term lease agreement for the next 20 years.
Okay.
We'll occupy this space, and they were able to remodel within 6 months and get us in service and ready to go to protect the community here in the northwestern section of Manheim Township.
Okay. Manheim Township is a single fire department now, but you have how many different stations?
Correct. So this is now our 4th fire station in Manheim Township. Manheim Township is a combination system. The Township Fire Rescue Department had a full merger of our 3 independent volunteer fire companies over the last several years.
Okay.
So now it is Township ran, and what we have currently in that combination system is we have full-time, part-time, and volunteer staff. So right now our makeup is almost 120 personnel across the board. 85 are in a paid status.
Okay, that's really good numbers to make sure you have an area that's covered. About how big is your area that you cover?
Yeah, so Manheim Township is a population of 45,000 residents here. We're a first-class township in the Commonwealth, and we also, our boundary lines is 25 square miles.
Okay. And right from the foyer area, we got, a nice walk-in for people to see in the public. What I liked is when I was standing outside, there's a ton of people outside. You got restaurants all around you. That community feel is really different compared to normal fire companies. We're off to a certain area, you're right in the middle of everybody.
Oh, absolutely. And the community engagement and outreach that we've already had over the last month and a half has been out of this world of what our firefighters are being able to do in the community. And just that common talk as they're walking by or riding their bicycles or waiting to eat at the restaurants across the street. We have firefighters that now are giving out dog treats, fire helmets to kids. So the community engagement piece out of this station is really going to be impressive for moving forward.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Let me go, I don't want to go. Relax, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna take you to the hospital. Let me see if I can get you a blanket. Hey, where you going? Where you going? Let me go, I don't want to go. Relax, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna take you to the hospital.
Are you okay back there? Do you need any help?
No, it's okay. I got the XD cuffs.
XT Cuffs, soft restraints reinvented, developed by EMS for EMS. The best soft restraints for pre-hospital service.
So as we come in here, this is obviously your crew room, right?
Correct.
Where people can sit down, relax. How many are actually stationed here full time?
So we have, it's a 3-person engine company.
Okay.
Staffed 24/7.
Okay. And then you do what, A, B, and C platoons? Is that how you kind of run it?
We're actually June 5th, we're moving to a 24/72 schedule.
Okay.
So we'll have the A, B, C, and D platoons working.
All right. Behind us, we always have the fire table. I do a Friday night talk around the fire table. This is exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
This is where all the problems get solved.
That's right.
Love the fact that it's, your company, your logos. Did you have this specially made or one of your members do it?
We did, actually. We had it made, and also our firefighters came up with the design of the Richmond Square patch. So
okay.
A little bit of that station pride. And
yeah.
We still have more to do, as you can see in here.
Right.
We're still working on things to make it our home and make it livable for the firefighters.
Okay. And because you're here 24/7, you do have some bunks, right? And these are all single room bunks?
Correct. So what, as you know, going into any brick and mortar bank, you know how a lot of those offices are all glass?
Yeah.
These were the glass offices that during the remodel, they just turned them into the individual bunk rooms.
Okay. Okay. And then you got your I am responding or your dispatch boards up top or your smart boards. Does that communicate between all 4 fire stations?
So they're all, yes, that screen is showing the same thing at all 4 fire stations, up to date, and obviously our live 911 CAD system.
Okay.
So we'll see the call come up on the screen, and that's at all 4 stations as well.
Okay. And what do you run out of here? I saw when we drove up, there's a tiller out back. It doesn't seem like it fits in your bay. Does that run here, or what do you normally run out here?
The tiller's just here to stop by, and usually it's just a single engine company out of this station.
Okay. Okay. And a couple more rooms. This is another bunk. This one's a little bit larger. Probably the captain's room, right?
Just the senior firefighter's been taking that one.
There you go. And back here we have your ops room where you do your charts and.
Yep, absolutely. So giving them some space to do email, do all their incident reports. We also run QRS.
Okay.
With all of our engine companies and also our ladder companies. So that this is also for them to come back and do their PCR sheets here, and it's a nice little workspace for them.
I like that it has that curvature that the banks and the modern art have open. It's that open feel out front, but back here, you reutilize the space to work well for what you need. You mentioned something that just kind of rang me. You guys are a QRS unit.
Correct.
Meaning quick response unit. You guys have EMTs, paramedics, or just for first responders? How do you normally run that?
Everybody needs to be a minimum of an EMT, but we do have about a half a dozen members that are paramedics, but we do not operate in the ALS protocol.
Who would be your local EMS then for that service?
So we have a Township ambulance association that is staffed 24/7 with a minimum of 2 trucks in service at a time, and they are ALS providers.
Oh, very nice. Behind us is your map of your territory. I'm going to kind of pin you down here. Where are your other stations on the map? Can you pin that for me?
Yep. So right now we're sitting here, and why that's important about this station is you can see in our coverage area, we were lacking in our fire protection here in the Northwest. So as we looked at ISO and trying to get regraded from our current Class 3 ISO rating, we see the need that was up here. So now we got this area covered, but we still have a few areas that are unprotected that we're working on in that long range planning by the township of where we need to put 1, 2, 3 more fire stations in this community.
And where would your other stations be related to where you're at? I see 202.
Yep, so 201 is on Fruitville Pike at the Lancaster City line.
Okay.
We currently are housing a city fire truck there, and they're 3 personnel while they're under station remodels in the city.
Okay.
So that's a dual station that's worked out really well for intergovernmental opportunities working together. Our Eden Fire Station here on New Holland Pike is the 204. That is where the tiller runs out of.
Okay. And you got 203, looks like up north.
And 203 is up north by the airport, Lancaster Airport. So 203 also runs an engine. They also have a tanker and some other support vehicles out of that station.
Okay. Do any of your houses run EMS? It's just the other EMS, right?
Correct. Yeah, we have no transport units. All of our stations are QRS designated response.
What about rescue?
We have a squad company, but that is not staffed.
Okay.
That's in addition. That's also part of the county rescue task force vehicle, and also the South Central.
Good.
Rescue
It's awesome to
task
see
force.
that collaboration between different services. We all know as firemen and EMS providers what needs to be done, but no matter how we go about doing that, and collaboration is really the key to cover areas like this.
Oh, absolutely. It relies on your mutual aid partners and just really thinking outside the box and how we're going to get our job done, especially when we look at how the volunteer numbers have declined. How can we be creative as municipal leaders, making sure we're protecting our residents the best we can?
Okay. You mentioned volunteers and paid. If I were in the community and I'm thinking about becoming a firefighter, how would I do that for you guys? Do I just come down and fill out an application, or do I need to have certifications to start with?
No, you actually don't need to have any certifications to join, even for our full-time ranks, right? If somebody in the community wants to come on full-time, we'll send them to the Municipal Fire Academy and get all the training they need. Just have to be 18 years old and have a high school diploma. So.
Okay. Is there a website they can go, or just you want them to stop by a station?
Yeah, so it's manheimtownship.org is where our announcements we posted for jobs, but also on our mtfr.net website is where you can look for the volunteer opportunities.
Very cool. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the house here. There's not a big thing, but you do have an engine bay out back.
We do. A nice single engine drive-through bay, which is really nice, and we're connected to one of the restaurants, so they get to see us drive by and all their patrons. So
we
it's
missed
been really
one
good.
door. You have a door up here that's going to be, I believe, your weight room your crew is telling me,
yes,
right?
sure. So we actually got a federal grant for the NFPA 1582 physicals for all of our staff. And part of that grant is also for weight equipment.
Okay.
So this we're going to turn into our gym once the equipment arrives, which will be a nice
this
space.
is good size, yeah.
To be able to work out. So right now, all of our members on duty are allowed gym time for physical fitness. And the gym that we use in the township is actually on the east side of the township.
Okay.
So to really move all of our apparatus around so we're still staying covered.
Okay.
This will be great once it's here and they can do it in
Absolutely. You're definitely going to be able to fit everything. Your treadmills, your free weights, everything's going to fit in here. It's a real good size.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that in the future.
That's right.
So once again, that's kind of off the foyer, kind of give a picture of for our viewers if they got mixed up. We're back in the foyer here, into our crew room, dining room table. That was off to our right are your bunks, off to your left was your weight room, and now we're kind of making our way back to your kitchen area, right?
Yep, we also have our bathroom and shower for the on-duty crews.
Okay. I don't think we need to show residents that they know how to bathroom and shower.
And here's our kitchen.
Okay.
So this was what the bank used as a break room. So they had to do some remodel, during the remodeling to make sure we could hook up for a stove. So
Right.
This is again a nice little space. It's not too big and it's
still
just
under
right.
construction a little bit. You have cabinets come in and a couple other things to actually make it more of a
We do,
livable kitchen.
It's we got things that are still on back order. We still have some of the things in the engine bay that need done. So
Right.
still a work in progress to
Right.
fine tune where we need to be.
Right. It's an absolutely beautiful station. I would love to work here. It feels very relaxing, and I love the fact that you're so close to the public with all the people walking around outside. Going through this door here goes right out to your apparatus bay.
Correct. Yep. Right here is right out to the apparatus room. So you see, as we're out here in the engine bay, we have our single engine company, Engine 202 is our designation. And now I'll have Captain Chris Wirtz go over the specifications of Engine 202.
Chris, I appreciate you. Thanks for inviting us out.
Nice meeting you.
Beautiful truck you have here.
Thank you.
So we operate four identical engine companies. They're 2011 Pierce Aero XTs. They have 2,000 gallon per minute pumps, 500 gallon water, size 500 gallon water tanks. With the four of them, we actually rotate them through the different companies. So we have 4 different fire stations in the municipality, and that's based off of maintenance or mileage needs or anything like that.
All right, let's take a look at this real quick. This is a Pierce, you said, Aero XT, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we open the door and take a look real quick?
Absolutely. So they're pretty bare bones. We don't have a ton of electronics on them. We try to keep everything as simplistic as possible to help the drivers throughout the system go through, the different engines without having any issues there.
Right, because you're rotating. This isn't always staying here. It could be a different engine, but it's going to be identical.
Absolutely. Yep. And from how the lines are packed to the apparatus itself, it's all exactly the same.
Okay. And how many, you carry 3 here. Are all your stations 3 per engine?
So our minimum manning is 3 at all 4 fire stations.
Okay.
The Eden fire station can go up to 6 during the day, and then 4 for 24 hours. But our
Okay.
minimum manning is 3 for each station.
Gotcha.
So this is just our crew area here. We have our flashlights available, portables assigned for whatever seat, the firefighter's sitting in back there. It's pretty bare bones, but it's just simplistic enough for us to be able to show up
And get the job done.
Get the job done.
Side panel, cross lays up there. Your typical engine.
Absolutely,
That you
yep.
have. Now, in order for it to be a driver for this, do I need my CDL, or how do that work if I want to come work for you?
So we don't require CDL.
Okay.
We do have a pretty structured driver training program that we take all of our staff through, volunteers included, and we base a lot of that off of some previous experience before they get there. But at the end of the day, there's like the same benchmarks they have to be able to meet to be able to drive and operate the apparatus.
Okay. I love the color scheme. I come from a company that has the Smurf color blue.
Mm-hmm.
I like that too, but this darker blue is really, really cool. Is the blue all the way across all the stations? Because you guys merged, from what the chief was saying.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has the same color now.
Yes, there's only one piece left in the fleet, if you will, that's red. And
Okay.
that was a pre-merger engine that came from the Nashville station. And that was kind of one of the agreements, from what I understand, when the merger happened, is they wanted to look for something different that none of the companies had.
Okay.
So that's where the blue idea kind of came. It's also the school district is the Manheim Township Blue Streaks.
Okay.
So they're blue and white, this color blue and white. Obviously the police department had like the blue stripes. So this kind of made the most sense to mesh right in with the municipality.
Absolutely, absolutely. The engine bay is absolutely beautiful. Obviously it's new. Did this exist before? Was this the pull through for the bank?
No, so this was all brand new. We were actually standing in what was the parking lot.
Okay.
There was a separated bank
Kiosk?
drive-through, kiosk out there in the parking lot. And then, when the building was being designed and they were kind of working through some things, this ended up being the outcome that they chose to put the apparatus bay here. So I think it worked out awesome.
I love the glass up front. You see, all the people across the street. You got the learning center. You got restaurants. They can see you.
Absolutely.
A very way to stay involved in the community rather than blocked off. Now, all of it's new. You guys are building these things. You're still in progress. In the kitchen, you're still getting cabinets.
Yes, sir.
You guys do this stuff too, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so about 2 weeks ago, 2 firefighters that are assigned to this station, 2 full-time guys, took it upon themselves, got the supplies, built this kind of like tool bench here, and trying to just make this firehouse more of their own. And
Right.
what we have in the other firehouses, this kind of mirrors what we have, but this is the only one that somebody's built.
Right.
And it's just, I think it shows the guys are really taking ownership of the building and this station, and trying to put their pieces of pride in there.
Yeah, and even though, like I said, it was a bank to start with, you're converting it into a firehouse. You still have all the same amenities. You have the bunk rooms, you have the kitchen, you have the crew room, and you have the mechanics room. You have to take care of your apparatus.
Absolutely.
You have to have that mechanics room. So, putting these kind of things in it is going to make this thing be here for 20 years.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you for bringing us out.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Yep. I want to thank Manheim Township Fire and Rescue for having us out today and taking a look at their station. It's a brand new station. It's a kind of a work in progress, but it's going to be here for years. So if you guys are in the area, stop by, say hi. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit that notification so we can keep bringing you more. Also hit us up on our website so we can get you some merchandise. Thank you for watching Station Cribs. We'll see you next week.